is. I don't realize that we have to go camping with no toilet or no shower. And we get there, and I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the crapper at?
But there were some clues, though.
What do you mean clues?
There were clues. Like, Faye gave you some clues that this was going to be a not normal sort of
the clue
living
she gave me.
arrangement.
I didn't find out the clue until literally the day before we left. When she goes, "Hey, we need to make sure we have our sheets ready." And I go, "Whoa!
Sheets?
Why are we taking sheets with us? Like, we're going to a room. They provide sheets for us. We go in there." Right. Oh no! And the second place we're going to in Southern Mountain, Georgia, we have to bring our own sheets. I go, son of a gun.
She's making you camp.
Making me camp.
She's making you camp. If you got to bring your own sheets, you know that's camping. That's when you know that you have transitioned. You transitioned.
So, listen, I want to
bring your own sheets. Whoa!
I want to bring my pillow because I want to, not because I have to.
Yeah, that's.
That was horrible.
My kids bring their pillows everywhere we go. We're going to stay in a hotel. We're renting a house. Doesn't matter. They're all bringing their pillows because they use them in the car and they'll snuggle up with them or whatever. I don't know what they're doing with a pillow, but they always bring them with them. But you had to bring them with you.
Had to. I don't like that.
Not
I
optional.
don't like people telling me what to do, first of all.
Don't tell me I need to bring sheets.
Don't tell me. I'll bring
You provide sheets, and if I want my personal sheets, I'll bring them.
Exactly.
Don't worry about what I do.
So we get there, and there's no bathroom. There's no shower in the yurt. It's empty. And I'm like,
no sheets.
Oh, this sucks. And then the lady says to Faye, she goes, hey, what do they call it? She called it some kind of station. The
sanitation station?
No, I wanted the sanitation. I thought it was like the pleasure station. I was like,
what
the heck is that? No.
What kind of hippie place did you go to?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. No, it was something weird like
pleasure
that.
station.
And I look, and it's like, it's really close to where we're staying. I go, oh, well, that's good. And then she says this. She goes, it's pretty much the cleanest one they have. The cleanest one we have here because, like, it's next to all the luxury campers and everything, and nobody uses it. So when you wake up in the morning, that means in the morning it'll be pretty much clean. I'm thinking to myself, pretty much?
Compared to what?
What in the world are they doing in the middle of the night in these bathrooms? I'm like sitting there going, oh.
Poop fights. That's what they're doing.
And so.
Poop fights.
Dude, I had to walk like 10 minutes to go.
10 minutes to get to the pleasure station.
To go to the bathroom.
It must be a middle-aged pleasure station because the greatest pleasure you experience as a middle-aged man is a solid poop.
That's true. Or pee. Yeah.
It's like, especially after walking 10 minutes to get there.
God, it would suck.
Those last couple of minutes, you're scurrying around.
I told Vic, I said, listen, you don't understand. And she's like, no, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I said, no, it's not. Listen, she goes, when I'm gonna go. She goes, when are you gonna take a shower? I said, I'm gonna take a shower at night. And she goes, why? I said, because here's the deal. You take a shower in the morning. Yeah. You walk out there. You shower up, and as you walk back, you're walking back in the heat, and you're sweating.
Yes.
And she's like, oh yeah. And so like the first day she goes to take a shower, like this entire time I'm like, no, this isn't cool. This is not gonna be fun. This is not. No. And she's like, no, it's gonna be great. She's like talking me down. No, it's gonna be great. She comes back after taking a shower. She looks at me, sweat just profusely, and she looks at me and she goes, "You're right.
It's not fun.
You're right.
This isn't fun. This is terrible.
Yeah, it sucks."
Would the yurt be better in the winter?
I don't know. No, because I want a bathroom.
That's the whole issue for you.
Middle of the night, dude. Listen, I go the night before. There was this great place over there.
Fantastic toilet.
No, not
so
toilet.
good.
There's this great Italian restaurant I went to the night before. I found it.
Oh, that's right. You were saying
Provina's. Had myself some shrimp scampi with.
Because you were doing that keto thing and you couldn't have any of that.
I can't have any of that. So now
it's vacation.
Yeah, this is the last day of keto, no keto, and tomorrow we're going back on keto. So anyways, we go ahead and we go out to this wonderful dinner, and I'm telling you, it is so good, Martin.
Yeah.
It is just delicious. And
so magical.
So magical, and I'm just eating everything. The rolls were so delicious. These were the best rolls I ever had at an Italian
Sweet.
restaurant. Covered in butter and garlic, and I'm just hogging out on everything, man. And then we get done, we go back and everything. And it's late, and Faye's laying down. Jonas and Toby lay down. I lay down. I'm reading. Mm-hmm. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, and then it happens.
It happens.
the old, and you're just like, oh no. And then I think to myself, and I get up to go to the bathroom, and I go, I gotta walk 10 minutes.
You aren't gonna make it.
And then it's pitch black. It's like 12 o'clock at night. I grab my flashlight because I always carry a flashlight, but nobody told me I didn't have to walk to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there going, I'm really glad I brought this flashlight because I typically don't. And so I was like, all right. And so I go grab my flashlight. I have to walk out there. Man, it is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
It is creepy.
Well, you're in a different state.
Yeah.
You're in mountains. You're used to the plains.
Yeah.
Different trees. Walking in the middle of a unfamiliar territory.
Yeah.
Having to poo. Can't walk right.
Can't.
Because you're trying to... probably starting to prairie dog a little.
Clenching.
So,
I'm clenching really tight.
You got the
walking stiff.
You got the frightened turtle going on.
Yeah, I'm walking stiff. My knees are locked as I'm walking.
Because that helps.
I'm Frankenstein in it. It keeps it all in.
And you're just trying to get to the toilet. 10-minute walk.
Barely made it in time.
Probably 12 minutes since you got to walk, in a preventative manner.
Yeah. Wasn't like I could jog up there if I...
So you don't think that a yurt is the way to go?
No, suck it. Yurts can suck it.
No yurt.
Yeah, stay away from the yurt because the yurt can suck it. It's the worst.
But you love camping.
No, I hate camping.
Camping is where it's at.
Here's the deal.
Closer to nature.
If I were told
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I'm going to experience, and that's the purpose. Like, oh, we're going to go camping.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna. This is what our trip is. It's a camping trip.
Yeah, you pack different.
You pack different.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fine with that. Okay.
You can handle it.
But I don't think I can do this half in a hotel, the second half sweating my junk off.
Yeah.
Till and walk into the bathroom. I can't do that. I can't go from luxury to crap hole.
It doesn't work for you?
No.
What if you went from crap hole to luxury?
It's better.
Is that a better transition?
Because we did like a tree house in Tennessee 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Ready for this? Had a bathroom.
And a tree house?
They had a bathroom and they had a shower and a toilet there in the tree house. I'm like, dude, I can do this. But it didn't have an AC.
Ooh.
It was a giant fan.
Yeah. Was it enough?
Not during the day. She's like, she's like, oh, it wasn't bad. I go, well, we were there during the day. It was horrible. At night, not too bad. Had screens up,
Yeah.
So it's all open too. And so, but it's a screen like this right here.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it was better to go there than then we went to like a really nice cabin because I thought we were going to a cabin like that we did last year.
Yeah.
Super nice, had TV, had Wi-Fi.
Well, you got to have Wi-Fi. Did the yurt have Wi-Fi?
No.
Why not?
Listen, they said the yurt had Wi-Fi.
Did they lie?
The freaking yurt people lied. Okay. And then
that's what you expect from a filthy hippie, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're filthy because they can't get to the bathroom because it's a 10-minute walk down the road.
My boys were like, when they found out they didn't have Wi-Fi, they freaked out. And then they're like, yep.
How are they going to watch Stampy?
They go like this. They go, yep. We're in it, Dad. I'm like, what do you mean? We're in the anus. He goes, we're in the devil's anus. Which is a reference from Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah.
They call it the devil's anus. Whenever there's no internet, they call it the devil's anus. Toby's like, yep, it's the devil's anus. Jonah's like, we just reached the devil's anus, Dad. I think. I'm like, they'll both like reference the devil's anus.
You should bring those kids up here for camp. I don't think they would refer to camp as the devil's anus, but they might.
Who knows?
It's entirely possible.
Well, hey, if we get 50 Patreons.
That's right. 50 patrons, then you'll do it.
Yep. Come on, Leon. Bring it on, brother.
Dude, when he heard that, he told me the other day, and he even said not to say this to you, but...
We're best friends, you had to say it.
He said, dude, I can't believe you let him say 50 patrons. How am I going to do that? How am I going to get 50 patrons to support the show? And I was like, come on, man. At first he was like 9,000 or something like that. The show was like, I've talked him down. It wasn't like...
You do know that I did that on purpose, right? Like, 50 was my number the entire time, right?
I don't know what your number is the entire time, but it doesn't make much of a difference to me either way, right?
Yeah.
I think you should go just because it'll be funny, but I'll have fun messing with you about it, whether you go or not.
Yeah.
Like, I'll enjoy it either way. Because I like camp. I don't mind. Like, you're talking about the yurt. I wouldn't want to do the yurt now.
No, that I told you about.
At the end of July.
Yeah.
With an AC that can't handle it, that can't keep up. Having to walk all the way to the bathroom. I can walk to the bathroom, but I need it to be 70
You say
degrees.
that now, so you're walking to the bathroom at
Prairie
12
dog.
o'clock at night, clenching your belly stuff from all that pasta.
Belly full of pasta. Oh, that's
butter sauce and everything, and shrimp and.
I forgot to ask. You were on the keto diet, which means you can have one French fry a day.
It's not that. It's a certain number of carbs,
right?
Grams of carbs,
which is the equivalent of one French fry, a good one, but one.
It's still a good one,
right? So you can have one French fry a day, but then you go off that diet. How long were you on that diet for? A while, right?
Yeah.
You were doing it for a minute.
Yeah, a while.
So your body was used to one French fry a day.
Yeah.
And then you go to the Italian restaurant, and you're like, oh man, let me get the linguine, let me get them rolls, bring me some lasagna. I'm gonna need a tiramisu at the end. I'm gonna need all of these carbs.
Well, what happens is, because when you start, it's a lot of like, I think it's like you start eating all this food that has like a lot of salt in it.
Yeah.
And you start basically like it's a lot of water weight is what it is.
Oh, okay.
So you feel bloated a lot.
All right.
So I feel bloated right now.
Well, that's good.
We just had fried chicken.
Yeah.
With French fries for lunch.
Yeah. It was good.
We had
hen house
turkey the hen house. Thumbs up to the hen house.
All day.
And we had last night we had turkey, which is I can have turkey, but we had mashed potatoes and rolls and everything that goes along with it.
There's nothing quite like Thanksgiving in July.
Exactly.
Leia called it Fakesgiving, and I love it.
What? Fakesgiving?
She called it Fakesgiving.
Fakesgiving?
Fakesgiving.
Oh, that's actually a good one. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
So.
But, yeah, so we ate all that because Leia just this week had her teeth pulled out.
Yeah.
So she had some oral surgery. Have you ever heard of this? She had an extra tooth. Have you heard of that before?
An extra tooth?
She had an extra tooth. Like you're supposed to have, how many teeth are you supposed to have?
I don't know.
I don't know how many teeth you're supposed to have, but whatever number that is, add one, and that's how many teeth Leia had in her mouth. So she had an extra one. So she had all of her wisdom teeth taken out, plus the bonus tooth. Right?
What was the bonus tooth's purpose?
It's just a bonus.
Just one to grow on?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the bonus tooth is for, but I know that it got removed. I didn't ask her if she got to keep the teeth.
Yeah, you always want to keep it.
You want to keep it.
Although they
she
break them
got
up. You know they do break them up.
Why?
Typically they break them up to get them out if they're really bad.
Oh.
They might not have had to do that for her.
I don't know. She had to.
Were they impacted?
Hmm?
Were they impacted?
I don't know what they were. I know that they were all having to be removed, and there was an extra one, but she had them all removed. But anyway, she's not supposed to be eating a lot of hard stuff, right? So we were trying to figure out what sort of meal we can provide for the Larkins coming to visit.
That's right.
That she can actually eat. And I thought, you know what? Thanksgiving, you have stuffing, and you have mashed potatoes, and you have cranberry sauce, and I love having Thanksgiving. I'll eat it. I'll eat it every week.
Yeah.
All the time. Any Thanksgiving. I will not turn it down.
It was a good idea.
I will eat it. And I was just like, man, we can make this turkey.
Yeah.
We can get this done. That's good. And there'll be plenty of food for Leia to eat, and I get to have Fakesgiving. Yeah. Which is going to be a new holiday treat.
Fakesgiving.
A new special holiday that I'm going to celebrate periodically.
I like it. Sounds like a good idea. It was perfect, too.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
We had to do a practice one.
We were the practice.
To get prepared for Thanksgiving this year. So we're probably going to have Thanksgiving here for the family from now on.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. Next year, not this year, but next year, I want to try and raise a turkey. How long does it take to get a turkey full-sized? Like if you buy a baby turkey, a turkey chick, I don't know what they're called. Pulls, I think?
I don't know.
If you buy a pull.
Baby turkey?
Baby turkey. How long does it take to get full grown? Would it take a year?
I don't know, man. I don't know if you want it full grown. I think
you might want it to be young?
Yeah, young.
So maybe get a couple.
Because they're more tender. You might want to get a couple of them.
Get a couple of them.
But you want to feed them like crazy.
Yeah.
You want to fatten those suckers up.
And I want to let them run around the yard so they eat all the good deliciousness that just hangs out in the yard.
But you do got to be careful.
Huh.
Because predators are going to be going after those turkeys.
Dude, predators are already around. That's why I keep my birds in with my goats. Because my goats, they seem to, I don't know, we haven't had anything. We had 5 ducks earlier this year. all 5 ducks got killed and eaten.
You
Right.
don't know that.
Well, okay, all 5 ducks
Disappeared.
couldn't fly, could barely
Disappeared mysteriously.
They could swim okay,
Under mysterious circumstances.
and they're gone.
No.
And they disappeared one by one.
How do we know? There's no evidence. Were there any feathers about?
There were no feathers about. Just
Was there any sign of foul play?
look here. Foul play.
Ah! Hey, badoo!
Gold. That joke is so solid.
It was.
It's
Yes.
good.
Woo!
Oh.
Ah, I'm waiting for that one.
I don't know. We suspect something killed and ate them, but we haven't seen any feathers. Haven't seen any remains. Maybe they just flew north for summer. I don't know. Probably not because they couldn't fly yet. Anyway,
Are you sure they couldn't fly? What if one day they just could start flying?
just one day they automatically start flying. That is probably how it happens.
Probably how that's how it
probably
happens.
how
They
it
don't
happens,
like just not fly.
And then fly.
They do. They go from not flying to flying.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
I mean,
one day you're not flying, the next day you can. But
But
that's,
wait. Did you hit this fence up?
Yeah, this fence was up, but they were never in this fence.
They weren't.
Right. So now we're raising this next set of ducks. Well, these ducks were free too.
Free
These
duck.
ones that I have now.
Free range
Free ducks.
ducks.
7 free range ducks. And they are loving every minute of it. But anyway, we haven't had any predation yet. So nothing has taken any of my birds that I've had in the goat pen.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic. Cautiously
Optimistic.
Chances are good one of these guys is going to get eaten.
Oh,
By
definitely.
me. If I
Thinking
get
about
too
a
hungry.
fox.
Fox is possible.
Foxes are big around here, right?
There's foxes around. I was thinking bobcat because I've seen a bobcat out
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you should shoot that sucker.
Well, I mean, if I could see him again and I had him a rifle with me, I would shoot him. Or if I knew it was hanging
can you
around.
kill bobcats around here?
Well,
It's on your property.
the rules for a farm are a little different. So if you can demonstrate that he's impacting your farm operation, then
It's
you
a
can kill
bobcat.
whatever you want.
It's gonna kill your stuff.
It's gonna kill my stuff.
Dude, it's what it does. It's like
That's
its only
their
job is
job.
to
Yeah.
kill your crap.
Anyway, so I'm cautiously optimistic about the birds that I have. So I'm thinking if I get some turkeys back here, that they'll be just fine, that they'll run around the backyard, they'll pick up the bugs, and then come Thanksgiving time, I can kill them and eat
Murder them and eat them. You might want to get them now.
I just saw their heads off.
Ah! I think you might want to get them before this Thanksgiving.
But I would have to buy a full-grown one.
No, I'm not saying use it for this Thanksgiving.
Oh, you mean just buy them now?
And
then when all the family's here, I can say, you see that bird over there? We're going to eat him next year, right here.
Make them name it.
Name it? Oh, and then I can say,
All right.
Hey.
You guys, let's go ahead and name our turkey here. And then they name the turkey, and then you go, all right, we're going to eat him next year.
I love this idea.
It's
That is
gold right there.
so good.
It is.
Oh.
It's a great idea.
And then to actually execute on an idea like that is,
Yeah.
that's delicious.
And then you just do that every Thanksgiving. You have another turkey.
Every Thanksgiving,
and then
you got
they're
a
like,
new little one.
there you are eating you're eating Marvin.
Yep.
You know, and then they're all like, oh, they all feel weird about it. They're like, all right, who wants to go meet Stacy?
Time to meet the next year's bird. I like it.
Then you're gonna take my. This is Stacy. We're gonna eat her next year.
Do you guys want to come up for Thanksgiving this year, or do you have family obligations?
We always have family stuff, unfortunately. So it's okay. They don't listen. Unfortunately.
Well, that's tragic that your
We
family
might be able
doesn't
to.
listen.
I don't know.
Well, you know, if you
Yeah,
find yourself in a position where you're able to separate yourself
We
from
could
the
always,
rest of the family,
we wouldn't be able to. Like you guys have a bunch of families, so we'll have to stay at the Cheerio Inn Lodge. I hear that's the place to be, right? No.
I would stay in another town, to be honest. Like, that's what I tell my family. It's like, you can stay in town. You can stay here at the house. Staying here at the house is great. There'll be plenty of people for you to
house is
snuggle
not-
up with.
I don't know about that.
Well, there's a lot of, I promise there'll be a lot of people here.
All right.
And you can snuggle with them
You know
all.
how grumpy I am.
You are a little grumpy.
I'm very grumpy.
Sometimes. I left this morning before you were...
Oh, I didn't
Up
get
and
up till
about.
late. I literally woke up. You know what time I woke up?
Huh.
9:45.
Good for you.
Yeah, baby.
Good for
Nice.
you.
Woke up, turned on my phone, watched my service and everything, and then I went to your service.
I also like that. I like that you were watching Wayne preach the
Yeah, I
sermon
did.
this
I
morning.
watched
Very
it.
cool.
I was all like making sure they didn't screw anything up. Dana even said.
Always watching.
Dana even said, he goes, Justin's probably watching. Justin's not here today, and he's probably watching right now. I said, that's right, I am. Here I am.
All of a sudden you're commenting, yes, I am watching Dana.
Don't screw up. Donald like message in, and he goes, everybody's like, hey, everybody's like, they'll talk in there to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good morning, Ray, good morning, welcome, this and that. And then someone's like, I'm here, and all these people are like, I'm here. Mm-hmm. And then Donald's like, I'm here just to see who's here. It's like, I love him so much. He's awesome, man. I'm here just to see who's here.
Nice.
Good job, Donald.
Just checking up on you.
Yeah.
Making sure it's all good. But you had a great vacation.
Yeah.
And now you're all refreshed and ready to get back home, get to work, help Faye, prep for the coming school year, all that.
What? Man, I got a job. I got my own job.
So
she does her job. I don't mess with her job. She don't mess with my job.
So you keep a clean separation.
Clean separation.
Do you have to move the furniture in her classroom?
I probably will.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on Monday. Leia said, Monday I'm moving furniture, and then she looked at me, and I was thinking, so Monday I'm moving furniture. And she, yeah, that's right.
Tomorrow, actually, I think I think the phone call I had while we were recording.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the delivery people. I got more chairs coming in. So
hey, man, more chairs.
Yeah, man.
Do you need more chairs?
Yeah, we needed more chairs. So
that's cool.
It's been weird. Like this, like we ordered them during the summer,
mm-hmm.
and like everything's been like pretty high during the summer.
Yeah.
And then July comes, right when the chairs are getting ready to come in, and attendance goes down because everybody's on vacation. And you're all like, man, I shouldn't have ordered these new chairs.
Well, you need you're only going to fill 70% of your chairs.
Yeah.
That's the rule, I guess.
I think it is? That's a rule?
Yeah.
They put a percentage on it?
I mean, it's a generality. So you'll do about 70% of whatever seating you have mm-hmm. before you need to start adding extra services and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So how many seats do you have?
Right now we have 150.
You have 150. And how many people do you have coming to a service?
We're averaging for the year like 145.
145. Need new chairs. Or are you running two services?
No, running one service.
You need more chairs. Yep. That's way too few chairs.
Yep.
Too few. You need more.
Yep, need more.
Do you want to run multiple services? Like if I was running 150 and I had 150 chairs, like if I was that close, I would have already started the second service.
I mean, there's some in the back too. There's some of that 150s in the back, So
yeah.
No.
So they're not all in the sanctuary.
Not always in the sanctuary. I mean, it gets pretty packed in there.
Do you got a plan though?
Huh?
Do you have a plan for second service starting? Or are you
no,
just gonna pack
I'm
it out
not
with
planning
chairs?
on second service right now at all. I'm planning on packing that service so full that people go, we need a second service. I want it to be so full that it's obvious.
But dude, people will stop showing up if it's too full.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will, man. This is not
I have plenty of chairs.
I got buku chairs now.
I got 250 chairs. Always have a shit.
You ordered 100 more chairs?
Huh? If we ordered 100 more chairs.
Did they fit?
Huh? Oh yeah, they'll fit. We can set up over 300 chairs in there.
We'll set up all the chairs.
Yeah.
Do you have room to move after that? Huh? Are some of the chairs stacked on top of each other?
They are stacked. We
fit 150 chairs in here and still have plenty of room to play basketball. Yeah, but nobody can sit in the chairs.
Because
you just have chair towers.
Everybody knows you don't sit in chairs that are stacked up.
We got all these chairs.
Up the chairs.
They're brand new. None of you are allowed to sit in them. Sit on the floor.
These are the brand new chairs. Nobody sits in the brand new chairs.
That's right. We bought these with God's money. We're not sitting in these because you're going to mess them up.
You know what I did
So we got to tighten this up.
I still have 100 of the old chairs.
Yeah.
Packed away in the back.
Yeah.
And when it came to our summer camp, mm-hmm. I took out all the new chairs. And I
put you ain't using these new chairs for summer camp.
And you know what? When I did it, I was like, when I was doing it, I was like, man, I think I might be this might be too much.
No, you were smart.
And then I saw all those kids come in. We had like 60 plus kids. And I go, nah, man, that was the smartest thing I ever done.
That was gold.
We're never getting rid of these chairs ever. We're keeping these forever. We're going to use these every year for these
for
dirty
this one
kids.
Thing.
This one thing. This is what's happening. Because they're nasty. All those kids are nasty, Martin. Got boogers. And got food on them. They just got done eating and they get off eating. They don't go wash their hands or anything like that.
They're just wandering around with snot coming out of their face.
And food particles and probably poop.
Yeah. Don't think about it, but yeah.
Don't think about it. But there's poop everywhere on these kids. And it's just disgusting.
That means it's all over the chairs.
Yeah, so not on my chairs because I put them up. But there was a kid climbing on my chairs.
Did you get him?
Hey! There's a kid.
Don't climb on those chairs.
And his grandma was watching him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there going, what's this going on? Why is his grandma letting this kid climb on his chairs? Don't she know that that actually ruins chairs? You know that, right?
You can't
climb on it, it'll bend the legs.
Yeah.
You put weight on the top.
You can't put weight on it.
All right, and so not to mention it's dangerous for a kid to be up on it. And
because it can topple over.
She literally had to put him up on top of it to climb on. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, one of my sound people's right there, and he's asked me to help him with a project, and I'm looking at him, and he's asking me a question, and I'm just staring at this grandma letting this kid climb on these chairs, and I'm like, dude, you see this, man?
You see this?
You see what's going on here? Is this a good idea? And he looks over and goes, no, that's not a good idea. You're right, it's not a good idea. That shouldn't be happening right now. Why is she letting him do that? And so I go, hey, you know you ain't supposed to be on those chairs? To the kid.
Yeah.
And then I look at the grandma.
Hey!
I look right at her. I go, hey! And I say the kid's name. I say, get on those chairs. You know you ain't supposed to be on there. And I look at the grandma. And she's all like, oh no, I'm not your parent. You're not supposed to be on those chairs.
Oh my.
Get off those chairs. Get off my chairs. I'm a lot.
Those are God's chairs.
The Lord's chairs.
And you're going to mess them up.
Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now
that you have ordered chairs and you know how expensive they are.
All this stuff is because I see the money flow and the budget. And when a kid steps on that stage too, I'm like, hey, get off that stage.
You don't need to be on there.
What are you doing? You know? And so
I had the kids get on stage this morning.
I saw that, which that's fine.
But there was nothing on there.
There was literally nothing on.
It was a very
You go on our stage. If you did that on our stage,
yeah,
they're going to be coming off tangled in a bunch of cords. So,
dude, I hate cord control. Cord control on your stage is like a nightmare all the time. Or on our stage. I don't know about your stage, but on our stage, it's keeping cord control, keeping cords hidden and covered and not being tripped over and not tangled.
It's a freaking nightmare, Martin.
It's no good.
It's a freaking nightmare.
I almost want to build our stage taller, so that way there's more access underneath it, so that we can run all of our cords beneath the stage. That's how it should be. Yeah. It should all be run underneath, with little boxes.
Yeah, well,
built into the stage.
It's a nice idea.
But who wants to do all that? I mean, who wants to put in all the work to do all that? I'm not going to. I don't know how to build stuff.
I don't do that crap.
Yeah.
So I just want to walk up there with my content. And
walk up there with this. I just want to go up there with this here content and try it out.
My you mean your sermon?
Yeah. The content.
The content. Yeah.
It's like, pardon me. Please do not bump me as I'm carrying my content.
I created this, you know.
I had one job, create this here content.
One job, create this content. It better be good, right? Yeah, it better be. So, yeah. That's not been a bad vacation. It's been pretty good.
All right.
I gotta go home, get right back to work.
Do you ever get frustrated on vacation because you're just thinking, man, I should be back to work. This is too long.
You know when I get frustrated? I get frustrated because I've been doing so good with everything.
I've been meaning to tell you, Justin, you're doing the best at everything. Yeah. You are an example to us all.
I do.
It's like I know.
You're not telling me something I don't know. No, I've been doing really good with all my dieting. Been doing good with my exercising. Been doing good at work, with all my sermons and all my other things.
Kids are still alive.
Kids are still alive, So everything's been going really good. And so I'm just kind of like going on vacation. And then you're like, you just feel kind of weird because you're like, man, I should be doing something.
But you're doing nothing.
And then you feel guilty for staying in your hotel room, playing games on your phone all the time in the AC.
I never feel guilty for that.
Watching Expedition Unknown.
I watched it all day.
That's a great show.
I haven't seen it.
It's a great show. And then I'm like, I got to go back to work here. And eventually I'm like, man, I really want to go exercise. I want to exercise. I actually want to get back on my diet. And I actually want to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah.
No offense to your bed, Martin. Your bed was nice. I didn't sleep in your bed. I slept in your guest bed. Clarification.
But it's all piled in there.
Yeah,
we snuggled for warmth.
Yeah, Martin and I cadoodled.
Yeah.
And so it is. It's so good. It's never. Let's never speak of this ever again, Martin. Okay.
I want to do it again.
Let's never speak of this again, as this has never happened.
It was the best night's sleep I ever had.
Not me. I couldn't. I was like this the entire time. My eyes were like. So, but yeah, I miss my bed a lot.
Yeah. Do you prefer to be the big spoon or the little spoon?
Which one's the big spoon?
The big spoon goes on the outside. The little spoon.
I definitely don't want to be the inside spoon.
The inside spoon. Yeah.
I want to be the outside spoon.
I gotta tell you, man, I can go either way. Sometimes I want to be the outside spoon. Sometimes I want to be the inside spoon. But normally I get too hot as the inside spoon.
Ugh.
Yeah, I generate a lot of heat.
Yeah, this is really going in a weird
Justin's
direction.
like, isn't it time to go? How much time is it? There we go. That's enough time.
Listen, if we're ever generating heat with our bodies together.
Look, I just generate heat by default.
I'm generating heat right now.
I generate it.
I am sweating so much. Oh, I got yelled at by my wife.
For what? For sweating too much?
I had too much buttons undone at church.
How many did you have undone?
I don't know. I don't think it was this. I think I had just this.
I wouldn't worry about it because one of our deacons at church this morning was rocking a pretty deep V.
I was rocking a deep V.
I was like,
typically, this is the deep V I go. When I'm out, that's a deep V.
That's a deep V.
Like that. So typically I'm rocking that, but this morning I was rocking this. And at the end of church, Faye goes up to me and she goes, I notice
rocking the deep V?
You're rocking that V. You need to go ahead and button at least one more up. Okay? And I was like, why? She doesn't understand. This is how I get all the deals.
That's how you get it done? That's how your money's made.
That's how the money's made. This is how I get free coffee at Starbucks. I just unbutton it, an extra button, and they're all like, I go to pay it, they're like, oh no, on the house.
Yeah.
That's right, it is.
Or Gary's like, no, on the house this time, bro.
Gary's all
I like that deep V.
Hey man, on the house.
Right.
Like, oh.
Gary's cool.
Thanks, Gary.
Gives you the free coffee. Like
stop looking at me, Gary. He wants to spoon me too. Dude, alright, so I'm a lot grumpier right now.
Is that because of the yurt?
No. Just in general.
Just
the yurt made me grumpy.
The yurt had nothing to do with it. I'm just grumpy because I'm grumpy.
I do not have, like, when I'm out in public, I don't know what it is, but I don't have a look on my face that says, come talk to me.
No. You got a go away face?
I know the look on my face is, don't talk to me. I know that's the look on my face. Like, especially when I'm on vacation.
Because you don't want to talk to nobody?
I don't want to talk to nobody. Like,
I got to smile the rest of the time in town. So
when I'm in town, I got to smile. But now I'm on my don't talk to me face.
Yeah.
Dude, people won't shut up and leave me alone. Some dude just like come up to me. He's like, "Hey man, where do I get my drinks at?" I go, "The drink place right over there, dude." What do you mean? Like I just go up? I'm like, and he's like, "Man, you from around here?" I'm like, "No, man, I ain't from around here." Hey, yeah, where you from? I'm like, "I'm from Florida, man." He goes, "Oh, you just visited?" I'm like,
"Why are you talking to me? You're still talking.
Yes,
why?"
I'm just busy. I'm going down to Florida next year. I'm like, "Good for you, bro."
Everybody else is
Everybody else is going to Florida
all
too.
y'all.
I leave Florida, you come to Florida, I get it. And he just kept talking to me. I'm just like, slow down. I just started slowing down. That was my...
That's your tactic? Your tactic is just to get slower and slower.
And then I'm sitting there on that hill. They do like this laser light show at the...
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there. Faye and the boys are out to get food, bring it back. And I'm sitting there on my phone. And these two guys walk up. And this guy, older gentleman, goes, "Why don't we go ahead and sit next to this here gentleman in the camo? He looks like a fine enough fella." And I was just like, "Man, you have no idea, bro."
I'm not the one.
And I
yes, you are. You're a perfectly
And he looks at me. He goes, And I go, "You're all right, man." That's what I said. Yeah,
you got it.
Go ahead.
You got it.
Sit down, dude. Let's not talk anymore. I don't think he's gonna hurt anybody. I'm all like, man.
Who said hurt people?
I was not talking about hurting anybody until you said it. Now I kind of want to hurt somebody.
Everything was fine until you interacted with me.
Yeah. Can you shut up?
Do you know what you're interacting with there, Justin? Is Southern hospitality.
That's not Southern hospitality.
In the South, conversation is the lubricant of the society. We smooth everything out with the small talk. You got to engage in the small talk. Look, you might not like it, but that's just the way it is here.
I don't want any lubricant.
You got to have the lubricant of small talk. That's how the work gets done. That's how everything happens around here.
It's not. Actually, it's how you don't get anything done because you're too busy talking.
That's how things are happening. How do you think ministry works for me here?
With
Do you think?
I hope
yes,
not.
Yes. Listen.
I hope you're not using lubricant for ministry.
If you're not properly applying the lubricant, how can you expect?
If you don't lube up before,
you gotta lube up. That's why before the sermon, like before I put on my deep V shirt, I gotta oil up.
I take some baby oil and I rub it all over my chest.
Yeah.
I look at my kid and I go, boy, grease me up.
Leah gets my back for me.
Come on back.
It's all good.
Dave, make sure you oiled my chest for me real good, all right?
And that's also why I have to shave my chest and back.
You don't shave your chest and back.
Shave the chest and back, so when I'm rocking that deep V, that I can engage in the small talk.
You want to make sure.
It's the lubricant of Southern society.
Stop saying lubricant.
It's lubricant.
Stop saying lubricant.
Lubricant.
Listen, we don't need.
Listen.
No.
Lubricant cannot be one of the key words in the description of this podcast.
Listen.
It's not the right one.
Martin, we can't use the word lube, okay? To
Lubricant.
describe ministry, okay?
Lubricant. I'm not describing. I'm just saying how it happens.
No,
That's all I'm saying. You need small talk.
I'm all right with you saying small talk, but can we stop calling it lube?
I'm just saying that's what it is. The small talk is how all these things happen. Because I sit down. I was in a board meeting today. Today I was in a board meeting. And our board meetings.
You really need to get your board meetings on different days.
Well,
yes.
Dude, normally we have been having them on Wednesday night, but when we have them on Wednesday night, we've got some people who can't go on Wednesday night, some people who are assigned to the board, and they don't show up. So the past 2 board meetings we've tried to have them for the past 2 weeks on Wednesday night. But we haven't had enough people because you have to have so many people to have a quorum so that you can have the board meeting, right? But we've had to we need to get a couple of work things done, so we got to have a formal meeting.
Yeah.
Right? But the way those meetings go is you sit down and you probably spend 5 or 6 minutes really talking about the pertinent issues. And then the rest of the time in those meetings is small talk about just concerns, just small talk about family, small talk about what's going on, how the last event went,
That's actually, no, that's not.
And then people are telling stories, and then they say, oh, well, let me tell you about this. And then they go on and tell a story that maybe has something to do with what you're talking about, but maybe has nothing at all to do with it.
Probably doesn't.
Right? But those stories, and telling the stories, that's how everything gets eased out. Because if you do all the business together all at once, we're going to fight. We're going to have a fight.
Really?
Oh, yeah, man. We're going to have a fight. So you do all the stories, and you tell some jokes, and so your meeting gets longer because you're only doing 5 or 6 minutes of actual work. But in order to do that 5 or 6 minutes of actual work, you need an hour and 20 minutes of the conversation so that you can hit these high points. Knock it out. It was a longer one. We're trying to figure out how to spend $60,000, man. And we're taking our time. Take our time.
Safety. You can have a good nest egg.
Good nest egg.
All right. So here's how my board meetings go.
You go in and report everything, and everybody leaves, right?
Yeah, I walk in and I go, hey, how you guys doing? Good. How you doing? I'm good.
So you do the small talk. That's the small talk. How you doing?
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes? So you're the opposite.
2 to 5 minutes. We're like, hey, everybody going good? Yeah, all right. All right, hey, you got a report in front of you of our numbers, our budget, our attendance. You guys got any questions? No, it's good. Okay. Hey, we did this last month, and this is a report on that, blah, blah, blah. This is what we did here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're planning on doing for this, that, and that. And any questions? No. Okay.
It seems like most of that you can get done in an email.
Anything y'all need to bring to my attention, and or anything you guys like to add? Hey, we need to be thinking about blah, blah, blah. Sometimes that'll happen. Like, yep, that's a very good point. Like, and so, hey, we need to do this, or check into this. Have we heard about any feedback on this, or we haven't heard anything news on this? Nope, haven't heard anything there. Yes, we have. Here's a report. I apologize, didn't put that in the report. And then
Clarification.
Right. Anything else said? No. Okay, we pray. We're done.
How long does that take you?
Less than an hour. And then
most of our meetings are less than.
But we do 2 meetings a month. We do that. And then the next meeting, Which
Is that a staff? Is that a board meeting?
Nope.
Or an elders meeting?
It's an elders meeting. They're both, but the second one is just a prayer meeting.
Oh, I like that.
And so we go in there.
We do prayer every week.
Yeah, we do that, but it's a specialized meeting where like we pray for everybody every week, but
Yeah.
specialized where everybody comes together, and I have it split up into like 4 different categories,
Mm-hmm.
and one is like health concerns. So whoever has health concerns, we list them all out, and then we pray for them. Then we list out all the like personal people that are struggling with personal issues, and if there's any pertinent information that we need to know or share with each other, then all in confidentiality, we do that then, and then we pray for them, and then we pray for whatever special events we got going on, and we pray for the church as a whole, and then we close with praise. What are the praises that we need to thank God for?
Love it.
So, and then that's our second meeting of the month.
The only way that I would like it more is if you had a triangle instead of a square.
Triangle.
Yeah, man. Love a triangle.
You do love triangles.
I do. I'm all about it. I was in my board meeting today. The longest thing that we did was me explaining to them the different perspectives people have on what a church is, in terms of, is the church primarily about the things you believe? Is it primarily about your sense of belonging, or is it primarily about your individual identity? Right.
Yeah.
So I was explaining that to them, and I said, now we're primarily a belonging church, right? We're all about the community of believers that we have here. That's what we are, right? We're a family church. This is, and we let people into the family. We're happy about that. But this is what it's all about for us, or primarily about. And I said, if we want to be well balanced, we need to be clear on what our doctrinal stuff is. We need to be clear on our beliefs, and we also need to be clear on our individual identities as well. We need to move in that direction. Right now, we're really good at the belonging thing, but we need to incorporate these other elements a little bit more for overall health. That's what I explained to him, and then there were some jokes later on, because you got to lubricate that meeting. Lubricate it. There were some jokes about and some of them were digs at me, which were pretty funny.
Oh, what were they? They were busting on you?
No, well, I listen. In that triangle there of belief, belonging, and being.
Yeah.
I'm the belief guy.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm concerned about. I'm like, let's tighten up this doctrinal statement.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make sure that all the things we're teaching are in alignment with the other things that we're teaching. Let's make sure that we're doctrinally consistent, right? And so, because I'm like that, our congregation's moving towards, a little more solid doctrinal statement. We're moving in that direction. So, they made some jokes about that later on. It's
of course.
Yeah, just busting on me for being a nerd, which I'm comfortable with.
I do the same thing.
I am all right with
being a nerd too.
I am what I am.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. But it was pretty good, because it is, man. Somebody gives your church a big gift. If you don't already have plans in place, or they don't earmark the money, then it can get kind of dicey, and that's why we're going slow.
Yeah.
So going slow is cool, but some of these guys want to see progress on this front. So, you gotta do both. You gotta be slow, intentional.
Everybody has their own definition of progress, though, right?
That's right. I think we're making progress because it's going to help us to do some greater long-term planning.
Yeah.
And I'm all about the long-term plan.
Investments for the future.
That's right. We got to leverage
Use
the
it
investments
to invest in the future.
Ministry impact.
Not necessarily for like the immediate. Like you can do some little things immediately.
Yeah.
But
let's instead.
Like you could use that to start up your live feed.
We could. I had not considered that.
You should.
I had not considered how to do that, and we might end up doing something in that. I mean, it's possible to do something in that vein because they're looking at it from for facilities perspective of how we're going to improve facilities. We could do a live feed now, but our backdrop. You saw our stage. Our backdrop is not conducive to a good live feed because it would cause lighting problems. And any improvement in lighting will cause. I mean, we have to do some facility changes in order to get a solid backdrop, because a solid backdrop is what makes your live feed palatable. So people aren't going to watch it if it doesn't look, good. It has to look good.
Well, it wouldn't be.
I mean, it's obviously going to look good because I'm rocking that deep V.
Because you're on it.
It's going to be nice.
No, no, it's not that bad. Because first of all, you don't like, and I don't do it either, but you don't move around as much.
No. I got that microphone in front of me, so I'm not going to move around a lot.
You know you should get
Countryman?
Well, yeah, you should get that. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh, Martin's perfect. He doesn't need a pulpit anymore. You don't. But I did also, you should do is you should go ahead and get that TV standing next to you and everything for all your points and everything.
Boop, 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 boop. TV stands next to me. But then I'm going to have to make graphics and put up points on the thing. Then I'm going to need another operator.
Oh, you don't have another operator?
I mean, we could get another operator.
You have someone doing the words?
Yeah, they could operate.
Actually, you know that you can do it now to where you just do it yourself.
Yeah, we got a little device. We got a device that lets you do that. I've been thinking that I need to do more graphic interaction during the sermon. But I just haven't sat down and practiced it. I'll probably do some of that at this community worship service that we're doing next Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm
very excited.
I think you'd like the TV next to you. You could turn and point to it.
Look at this TV over here.
Yeah, hey. Although it would be hard for the people. The people on the wings, it would be difficult. But it's not for the people on the wings. It's actually for your live feed. See,
it's all about bringing it back to that live feed.
I think you can do it. I think you can pull it off. And then when
we would need a camera, we would need.
You could spend.
We need a piece of hardware to get it into the computer system.
Easy. That goes peeing, Mark.
He's peeing. Look at him. Look at him peeing. Now watch the other goat. See if they pee too.
I think he is.
I think this one is. He's just standing real still.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they pee in
I
concert.
pee, I stand still too.
Yeah. The rest of the time I'm kind of moving a little bit, but when I pee, I don't want any splashback.
Don't move. You don't want to splatter. So
why? There's a clear generational thing. I noticed it this morning as I was peeing because I was drinking a lot. And, I had a lot of water during the board meeting,
beer,
that sort of thing, a lot of beer. Well, you got to drink some whiskey before the board meeting. I got to look, man.
Got to be well lubricated.
I got to lubricate. If I'm going to lubricate, I got to lubricate. So...
How would you like to participate in the Two Bearded Preachers podcast? Well, let me tell you how you can do that. One, you can go ahead and send us an email at twobeardedpreachers@gmail.com, or you can go ahead and give us a call at 951-47-BEARD. That's 951-472-3273. Leave a message, and if you do that, we'll actually play your voice, your message on the podcast. And don't forget to go ahead and give us a 5-star rating on your favorite podcast platform. That will really help the show grow, and we would appreciate it greatly. Thanks so much. See you next week.